When my first wife left, I thought my world had ended. She didn't just leave once, she walked out 3 times. We ended up in divorce court, and then, before anything could be fixed, she died. And that was the first time that I was forced to face the brutal truth. I was most of the problem, and that marriage became the catalyst that woke me up to my failures as a man, as a husband, and as a leader. Fellas, I learned these lessons the hard way. Comment battle mode and I'll send you the short training that lays out the 7 phases most wives go through before decisions harden, and the first steps men are taking to stop the slide. And here are the 5 actions that I wish I had known back then. Actions that draw your wife back without begging, chasing, getting angry, panicking, or just plain needy. Number 1, spiritual warfare. I just didn't see it at the time, but my marriage just wasn't struggling. It was under attack. Not just her versus me. It was the evil one attacking our home. And knowing me, I tried to fight with logic, arguments, and control. And that just plain failed. And what I should have done, what I finally learned, was to go on the offensive spiritually, to enlist the Holy Spirit and the Blessed Mother, to pray like a warrior, not like a desperate man. Gentlemen, your marriage is a battlefield. And if you don't defend it spiritually, man, you've already lost ground. Number 2, self-reflection. This second action is brutal, but it's necessary. Admit to yourself that you are the problem. I blamed her for everything. Her coldness, her leaving, her lack of love. But in the eyes of God, the responsibility was mine. I had to stop pointing fingers and fixing myself. I had to face my flaws, my impatience, my ego, and my neglect, and begin a regimen of self-improvement. Because our wives are not responsible for our marriage before God. We are. And until we accept that, nothing ever changes. Number 3, soul-searching questions. The third action is to actually ask yourself questions that most men run from. Like, why does a woman who just 5 years ago loved me more than anyone or anything on the planet now hate my guts? Or what is my purpose as a man in this life? And lastly, a question like, what could I have personally done better in our marriage to make it great? Look, I know these questions aren't easy, but they strip away the lies that we tell ourselves, that the demonic whispers in our ear to lead us away from God. These types of questions, they force us to see the man we became and the man we must become. Number 4, remove ego and pride. The 4th action, remove ego and pride. That was my poison. I kind of thought, being in charge, it kind of meant never showing weakness. I thought my job was to win arguments, not hearts. Pride blinded me. It made me stubborn. And it drove her further and further away. When I finally learned to lay down the ego, God could actually shape me into the man he designed me to be. Hey, my man, look, without humility, we can't rebuild anything. Number 5, complete your wife. And finally, learn how to complete your wife, not with money, not with gifts, not with empty apologies, but by becoming the husband she truly needs for complete fulfillment. Our wives were designed to respond to our leadership, our love, and our sacrifice. And when we stop trying to take and start learning how to give spiritually, emotionally, physically, she sees the man that she married rise again. And that, gentlemen, is what pulls her back. Men, fellas, I learned these lessons the hard way. After it was too late to save my first marriage. Please, don't wait until that court date. Don't wait until she's gone for good. Start now. Comment battle mode and I'll send you the short training that lays out the 7 phases most wives go through before decisions harden. And the first steps men are taking to stop the slide. Hey, I'm your coach now. Let's get battle ready. Bam!